What's up, YouTube? This is DBZK Crygo, and welcome to my first top 10 list. I thought that in the spirit of Doctor Who, and since the 50th is premiering, I figured why not do top 10 Doctor Who alien species. And just to clarify, this is only species, so this is not including, mutations like the gas mask kid or that awesome gunslinger from a town called Mercy, because that guy's pretty cool, but can't include him because he's not alien. Well, kind of. Never mind. So let's start. Number 10. So for my number 10 choice, I thought, who would be the coolest for number 10? So I thought, what about the people of Stowe? I mean, they've got this awesome technology. I mean, they were able to make this giant flying cruise ship. Oh, but other than that, I mean, they have, awesome names like Alonzo, can't be that. Or, they have, great earthonomics courses. I mean, yeah, no, now that I think about it, this is probably not a good choice for number 10. Number 10. So for my real number 10 choice, I decided to choose the humans. And I know I'm kind of biased here, but, I mean, the Doctor does kind of focus on the humans the most. It's the central race to him. I mean, we're not the strongest planet, and we're surely not the most powerful or smartest, but we're definitely the most compassionate towards the others. And I think that that's the real reason why the humans are my number 10, and we're always piqued with curiosity. So my number 10 choice goes to humans for intellectual reasons. Number 9. So for my number 9 choice, I decided to choose the Silurians. The Silurians were the original race to inhabit Earth, arriving millions of years before the humans ever did. And they were also very distinct for being these lizard-type creatures. Now, I chose them at number 9 because, well, they are lizard creatures, so lizard creatures are pretty amazing. And they have all these cool powers, and they also have their tongues, or not tongues, but they could strangle people with their tongues, and they also have this very powerful venom. And they also just look like these amazing lizards, but they're also part humanoid. So, Silurians, number 9. Number 8. So for my number 8 choice, I chose the Ood, or as the 10th Doctor refers to them sometimes, the Eud. And so the Ood actually have a very sad background. They are born with with 2 hearts, I believe, and one of them they are holding in their hands. And so it was very sad because the Ood were taken into slavery, and they became more or less just a slave race. And after many years, the Doctor was able to eventually free them, and he released them to being natural creatures without slavery. And I always feel bad for the Ood because in most of the appearances they're in, they're always seen as the bad guy, but only because possession. In the Satan pit, they were possessed by the demon thing. I don't know if you'd call it Satan or the devil, but it was a demon-like creature. And then in Planet of the Ood, it was kind of like a hive mind kind of ideal. They just couldn't control it, and they always are played out as the bad guys, but I just really like them, and I just feel bad for them. And they're just an interesting race, and they're also very intelligent, and the song that they sing will make you cry. So number 8 is the Ood. Number 7. So for my number 7 choice, I decided to go with the Jadoon, because the Jadoon they're underestimated, but they're really cool. I mean, they're just giant rhino people, and they have their own made-up language where it's pretty much just the same word, except with different letters. It's flo, jo, ro, ko, plo, po, po, do. I don't know, but it's awesome. And they have cool weapons, and I mean, they're just giant rhinos. What beats that? So, number 7, Jadoon. Number 6. So for my number 6 choice, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I chose the Cybermen. And I mean, as much as everyone hates them, they are this awesome race of evil robots, and I mean, they are really powerful. They're a big, like, threat to everyone in the universe. I mean, even the Doctor's scared of them, and he's the Doctor. So, they're pretty scary. I mean, they don't always look the coolest. I mean, they look really cool in Nightmare in Silver, but they do kind of look scary-ish if you close one eye and you're in a dark room. I don't know. But they overall do look cool, and they have an interesting backstory. They're part human, but they're upgraded, and they're robots, but they're not, and it's confusing. But Cybermen, number 6. Number 5. So for my number 5 choice, I decided to go with the Sontarans, because the Sontarans are awesome. I mean, they're cloned for war, and they have these awesome battle suits, and I mean, they are also hilarious, like Strax. There's no way to describe Strax without including hilarious and awesome. And just all they do is talk about war, and it's an honor for them to die, and they look forward to dying on the battlefield, and they're just a crazy race. And I mean, what's not to like about the Sontarans? I mean, other than they want to kill all the humans. Oh, well, either way, Sontarans are still cool. Well, let's see. The Doctor did kind of beat them, so maybe they won't attack Earth anymore. I don't know, but Strax is amazing, so Strax is definitely probably one of the reasons why that they're number 5 on this list. Number 4. So my number 4 choice is the Silents, and the Silents are really awesome and really interesting, and they're probably the second or maybe creepiest, no, definitely second creepiest race in the Doctor Who universe. No. Just, they're really creepy looking, like they look like Slender Man, but with eyes and kind of a mouth. And, like, they have interesting powers. Like, anytime you look at them and then look away, you forget you saw them. So that's how they've been manipulating human history. So they've been there the whole time. So don't forget. Or else silence will fall. And they also have this awesome electrical power. And, like, they shoot people with it and stuff. Oh, back to the looking away thing. Anytime people would see the silence, they would write tally marks on themselves. So that would keep track if they saw one. So if you ever wake up with tally marks, I feel bad for you. So, silence. Number 6. Number 3. So I know I'm going to get a lot of anger for this, but my number 3rd choice is the Daleks, because the Daleks are definitely one of the scariest races in the Doctor Who universe, and even though they kind of look like giant salt and pepper shakers, I mean, they are still kind of terrifying, because they shoot the lasers and stuff, and they look like squid people, and yeah, so I don't really have much to say, but like the Daleks, I just really like them, kind of. Okay, Daleks number 3. Number 2. So for my number 2 choice, I chose the scariest race in all of Doctor Who, and that is the Angels. 'Cause the Angels are terrifying. The Angels, they appear to be statues when you're looking, but when you're not looking, they come alive, and they're terrifying. And if you blink, they send you back in time, and it's like you can't beat them because they're statues, and you can't stop them when they're alive, and they're just horrifying when you look at them. And anytime you take a picture of an angel, then it comes alive. So I'm kind of scared to see what happens in this video when I put pictures up. So, Angels, they're terrifying. Number 1. So, my favorite race in all of Doctor Who, and the number 1 race, has to be the Time Lords. And this was pretty obvious from the start, but the Time Lords are amazing, because they live for hundreds of years, they could time travel, they have multiple hearts, and every time they die, they just regenerate into a new form with a new personality. And because of this, they, like, change completely, but they're also really wacky and awesome. Like, in the case of the Doctor, he always comes back with these awesome personalities and sayings like Alonzi, Geronimo, and Fantastic. And just, the Time Lords, they're just interesting and awesome, and they got creative minds, and they can time travel, which is really why they're number 1, and the whole regeneration thing. So I just want to thank all of you guys for watching my first top 10 videos, and I want you to leave in the comments if you'd like to watch some more of these. And I also want to say, I know there are a lot of amazing races in Doctor Who universe, and only 10 of these can make it. But, I mean, some that I was really considering were the adipose, just because they're so cute, the Vashta Narada, since they're terrifying, and the Raxicapoopa, Raxichloric, the hash bringing slash, Raxic, you know what I mean. So, I love those guys, but they couldn't make the list. So, just make sure to subscribe and like this video, and stay tuned for the next.